Never again will I park under a tree, because I'm pretty sure every single bird in the state yesterday decided to take a diarrhea break on my car. The one time I park under a tree. Never again. This is not, come on. So on social media, a lot of you guys have been really curious and have been really asking me how my car has been doing, or how my car did on the track day that I just recently had. Here we go. Just wanted to give you guys a little bit better view of the car, so you don't look at my ugly face the whole time. So what we're going to talk about today is just a general recap on how my car did. Because you guys should know by now all the things that I have done to my car, and if you don't, I do have a walk around video in the top right corner. You can just click that little thing that just popped up. You can see all the modifications that I've done to my car. A lot of people wanted to know how my car has held up in terms of like tires, suspension, like my performance mods. Everybody wants to know how I did. Now first thing, before I say anything, this is a Friday video. Next Monday is going to start track week. The entire video week next week is going to be dedicated 100% to my track day. So Monday we're going to start it off big with a day in the life video, and it is going to be huge. It's my favorite video that I have ever edited up to this point, so I'm seriously extremely excited for you guys to see that. It was a huge production, and aside from that, I know a lot of you guys want some actual point of view driving footage. So Wednesday we're gonna kick it off with me driving my STi, and we're gonna have like my fastest laps and then just my experience in the track. And then on Friday I actually drove a Miata for one session, and it had, it had a roll bar, it had harnesses, racing seats, everything like that, and that was a lot of fun. And that's also a part of the day in the life video, so that's going to be Friday's video. So you guys are going to get a lot of me driving. So first off, my car did exceedingly well, and I was very, very, very proud and very happy with how solid everything felt in terms of like the suspension and everything. With how much has gone wrong with my car lately, my car held up very, very well. And well, in the very short time that it actually performed at 100%, it felt awesome. So I do want to give a huge thanks to Future Classic Motorcars, my buddy Ethan, for always helping me get all this kind of stuff. That's actually, you saw the day in the life last Wednesday. If you saw that, that was the FCM. And Ethan's a great friend of mine, and he always helps me get everything figured out on my car, because he's a wizard at anything with cars. So yeah, with the new brake fluid and with the brakes and with the actually even the extended wheel studs, like everything just did so well. Now I'm particularly happy. Actually, I have kind of a mixed relationship with the tires. For one, I guess I'm kind of biased here because the tires are actually approaching the end of their lives. I have had these Bridgestone Potenza RE11s for over a year now, and I haven't actually tracked them until this point. Now they did extremely, extremely well, but you'll hear it on the video. Like, I had a lot of screeching feedback from these tires. Now, a lot of that was because of me kind of overusing and overheating the front tires. I would put more correction into it, and it would actually make the front tires overheat and be overused. So some of that was my fault, but I'm actually really excited. Like, I'm gonna use these for one more event, and they're gonna be toast. But I'm actually going to be getting an R-Comp, and it's definitely going to help the driving next time out. And I'm sure these would probably be amazing tires if they were 100% of their life, but I'm actually going to step up a little bit with my NKs that I just got with an R-Comp. So the tires did particularly well. The brakes did amazing. Now, one thing that I can say is I could have used the brakes a lot more, and I should have. Probably noticed that if you guys are actual like high-performance driving enthusiasts, or if you race, you'll probably be able to tell I should have used the brakes to my advantage a lot more than I did during the race. I coasted a lot. I did a lot of really good heel towing. It was really nice because it was a really valuable experience. I really got to kind of push my car to its limits, truly. And the brakes did do an incredible job, and the brake feedback with the new fluid was awesome. I absolutely loved it. Like I said, the car felt amazing. In another sense, my alignment setup, a few guys for some reason in the walk around video told me like, oh, your idea of camber and suspension is all wrong. No, it's not. I don't know where you guys got that, but I mean, I know I always have things to learn, and I'm not ever going to say that I'm 100% right, but I'm not going to lie, I was pretty impressed with myself and how I set this car up because it did so well. It hardly ever understeered. The only time I ever got understeer is, well, whenever I was in the throttle, because naturally all-wheel drive, four-wheel drive vehicles are always going to have understeer to some extent. This car swung around and it just did such an incredible job. Even going through corners at 80, 90 miles an hour, I guess 80 miles an hour would be more like it. It felt so solid and so awesome. However, I do think I need an upgrade on coilovers because these are also probably approaching the end of their lives. I've had these for like 3 years now. Why do you do this? Why do you do this to me, camera? Aside from that, my car did start overheating, unfortunately. Now, a lot of people, okay, I'm actually gonna jump to this. A lot of people are gonna say, oh, you have a front mount, huh? I thought you were never gonna overheat. Subarus naturally overheat on the track. This is actually expertise coming from a racing team that has raced Subarus. If you don't have thousands and thousands of dollars of cooling mods in a Subaru, naturally, it will very quickly and very easily overheat. The second session, my car started knocking and giving me some really bad feedback knock, really badly. So I had to actually cut it short. And the reason why is because the overflow canister cap actually popped off and I was losing coolant. So I had to call it a day for that, unfortunately. You'll see more details on that in the actual day in the life video. But the car overheated and I couldn't use it any more than 2 sessions. That's actually why I got to drive the Miata for the 3rd session, which I absolutely loved. And hint, hint, I think I'm gonna do that in the summer. I might be buying a Miata. There you go. There's my ugly face. It didn't. Technically, the car didn't overheat. Just the coolant temp got really high. I started pulling timing. That wasn't because of my mods. It was because of my lack of cooling mods. And that's one thing that I can do in the future. But that's probably the only thing that I need to be focusing on at this point. So future mods, probably cooling mods, if I am going to be keeping this car for a track car. I loved the way the car drove. I had a blast. Like, I had so much fun just driving the car because it was, I mean, it's such a cool experience actually pushing your car to its 100% limit. Like, that is, it's an indescribable feeling, and I was really thankful and so fortunate that I actually was able to do it. So, in all honesty, there's really not a whole lot I can do to the car aside from cooling. The only thing I really think I can do is not do a huge turbo, because that's terrible for road racing. Get a better turbo that's not much bigger but is much more efficient, ball bearing. That would definitely help, but with that I'm gonna have to do injectors and just a lot of other stuff, so that would cost like $6,000 to $7,000, so I'm not really ready to do that yet. Subscribe if you want more track footage, because it's coming, it's gonna be awesome, and I'm gonna do future events. And also, you guys are gonna see in the beginning of each episode, brought to you in part by KMC Auto. A really good friend of mine actually works for Catchell Motor Company, and they actually partially sponsored all of my track days. And when I go up to Boston this year, I'm actually going to be doing a lot of stuff with them, with their like spec racing Porsches and all that kind of stuff. So I'm really excited for all the track stuff that I have in the future. Guys, you have no idea how big of a dream that this has always been, just to drive cars at that scale. And I can't wait to see what the future has for me. So yeah, if you guys have any questions whatsoever, feel free to go to that comment section right down there and type some troll comments, because I know that's what you guys love to do. You guys don't actually like to talk sensibly anymore. You just like to get your opinion out there. But seriously, if you guys have any actual questions, just let me know, and I'll do my best to get back to you on that. Thank you guys so incredibly much for watching this video. Follow me on Instagram, Twitter, all that kind of stuff, because I'm always posting stuff about my car. That's where you guys can actually ask me questions and stuff like that. Snapchat too, because I do lots of snaps, actually. In fact, you know, I'm on Snapchat right now. Thank you guys so incredibly much for watching. Hit that subscribe button, and I will see you next week for some amazing track stuff. How do I do this? Peace out. I always do this weird like walk away thing. Like it's like, I mean, I obviously have to walk back to the camera, but like I'm always just like back here, and I have to make my way back to the camera, and and then the camera's still rolling, so it makes really good bloopers, whatever. And now my camera's falling. It's okay. Everything's going bad. All right, bye. Oh my gosh. Second gear.